Hey, how are you? This is Akaya coming at you. I wanted to come at you guys today and show you how to basically retouch up your, not really retouch up, how to sew your cornrows. Because sometimes when you do your cornrows on your own, you can find yourself they're being gapped together. So instead of you having to keep on trying to do it over and over again, it's best that you can just be able to just sew them together. What you're going to use is you're going to use a thread, just like you would, the same thread you would if you were actually sewing your hair in. You're going to use that same thread. I tend to like the curved needle, but let me show you guys. The curved needle, but you don't have to have a curved needle. You can use a straight needle. It's whatever you like to use. You can use whichever needle. And what I do is, again, I just thread it up. You can use whatever hair color your actual braids is, so you can blend right in. Not really what your hair color is, but what your braids is. And mine is kind of like a red tone, but I already know my hair is mixed with it, so brown is going to be okay. Basically what I do is I also use, you always want to have some bobby pins too. You can also use some duckbill clips, but basically what I do is I position where I want my braids to be. And what I mean by, you guys, sometimes it be gapped together or sometimes they just don't hang right. I'm going to show you what I mean, because I too I have a bobby pin right here. So let me take off the bobby pin. And see, basically when I wear my cornrows, sometimes like this one stick up. And I'm like so savvy, and I'm like such a perfectionist. I like for my hair to lay the way I want it to lay. So this is why I came up with this, and I thought it was a quick, good tip, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So what I do first is I basically see which braids is the braids that's really giving me the grief. So basically, it's these braids. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay them exactly the way I want them to lay. And I'm going to put my bobby pin on there. And the reason why I do the bobby pin, because it's like when you're sewing, sometimes you can forget where you need to sew at. And there's no need to be sewing all around the braid if all you're trying to hold down is just a few braids. So again, what I do is I put the bobby pins exactly where I want to sew. And I already done a pre-needle, so I already have the needle together and ready. And what I do is I just kind of look at it to make sure that I'm gonna like where it hang. And I'm just going to just sew just a few together. And it's so simple to do. You're just going to just, again, just kind of go inside of the braid. And what I do is the way how I actually tie my end, you know, like the actual knot at the end. I tie it, and I also put some glue, some weave glue on it, because I like for my thread to be able to just blend right in. Because sometimes if you have thread or whatever, you can find your thread not blending in. So if you put like a little bit of hair glue at the end of it, it blends in with your hair nicely. And again, what you're going to do is you're going to just keep on attaching different braids together. And just, it's pretty self-explanatory and easy. And then what you can do is the more you start sewing, you can start removing the bobby pins. But again, the bobby pins is there just so you can remember what needs to be sewed up. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on going. I'm going to go ahead and remove my actual bobby pins, because there's no need for me to have those there anymore. And just make sure you pull it really tight, because you don't want any lumps or bumps or anything. And what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and remove one of my bobby pins like I did. And I'm just going to continue to sew. I'm going to just fill it and just sew exactly the way I want it to lay. And hopefully I want y'all to see. So I'm going to be quiet, you guys, and I'm going to show you how it's done. And see, the good thing about the curved needle is it goes right in and it like comes to you. The straight needle, I like the straight needle, but I like to use a straight needle usually when I'm doing a client sewing or my sewing, when I'm braiding my own natural hair together and sewing it, you know, up in like a basket weave or something. But, you know, when I'm preparing my own natural hair, but I really don't like to use the straight needle on the weave. So what I'm going to do to go down, I'm just going to go like a little step ladder, because I'm going to start going down, because there's no need for me to go up. These braids right here is what I need to connect. And make sure you do it nice and neat, because you don't want to be able to see it or nothing. So just do it exactly like you would a sew-in, or if you're sewing your own clothes. It's so easy and so simple, and it makes your braids look so much better. And say, for instance, if you got them like if it was in the middle of your hair, I mean, you can do any section like that. And the good thing is that you won't have to be being bothered with trying to make it lay, you know, how it's supposed to lay. You don't got to worry about that, because with you sewing it in, it's going to automatically stay exactly like that until you're ready to take out the thread. And the easy way to take out the thread is just fill it. You can be able to fill the thread, fill around whatever you feel. When you fill a thread, just use that envelope, the mail opener that I had told you guys. Remember, I had showed you what's a good way to be able to get the get hair off. You can use the actual envelope holder, and each time you find a stitch, you can just clip it right off. Each stitch, click it. Or if you don't have that, you can be able to use just some scissors, and that'll take the actual thread off too. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on continue weaving. I'm only got just a few more to do, and then once I do that, I'm going to come back with some pictures, and I'm going to show you guys the end results. But again, these are just for when you when your actual cornrows are gapped off, or they're not close together, or they're not laying correctly. Again, you can always just sew it, and then what I'm gonna do is once I get to the end, I'm going to go ahead and just tie it off like normal, or I use my my actual weave glue, and I just put it right on the ends. And make sure when you do clip off the actual thread, you kind of leave it just a little long, because you don't want it showing. And then once you do leave it hanging, make sure you don't have the actual thread showing, because that won't be cute. So again, I'll show you guys some pictures after I get finished. Bye. Hope it helped you guys. I'm done with one side. I wanted to show you guys. See? You see how it's laying now? I don't have to have like no bobby pins or nothing making it lay special. So now what I'm about to do now, you guys, I'm about to do the other side. When I was telling you guys, basically what you do is you thread up the needle, and at the end of the needle, if I was you, I would go ahead and put some of this weaving glue at the end of the needle, and what I mean at the end of the thread, like right there, because it makes it look nice and neat, and it blends right in really, really good with your actual hair. Or you could just cut it and just start it that way, so you can cut the little piece off. But I like to put the weave glue over it. And then what I do now is I'm not using bobby pins for this one, because I only need to just sew a few down, because I'm just looking at it. It's just a few that's kind of like not acting right. See, like this one right here, and these few. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to just go ahead and hold it down, and I'm going to continue to just touch it, feel it. But it's basically, you're going to just be touching and feeling. And I'm going to just keep on threading it up, so it can just stay nice and neat instead of be all over the place. Yeah, I feel pretty happy, y'all, because I kept this style right now, and it's been a week, because I was so tempted to take it down. I was like, it's cute, why you taking it down? I was like, I don't know, I just find myself, I just love doing my hair. I love doing different things to my hair, so I just try all kind of things. But I'm supposed to be trying to leave these in for a month. I don't know how it's going to go. We'll see. I hope I can. But that's why I kind of wanted a little different style, because I figured if I go ahead and sew them down, they'll be laying a different way, so I feel like I got me a new style. So that's why I'm doing this. So again, I'm just taking each one. I'm making sure that the thread is not to be shown. Never have the thread showing, because that is not cute when your thread is showing. And just take it through each one, whichever one that you need to lay down. You just basically just sewing them together. Because if you look at cornrows, they're not gapped apart. I mean, you really don't supposed to have them gapped apart. Sometimes when you do certain cornrows that you find them being gapped apart, because I just think to myself, I think cornrows should lay perfect. So this is my method of sometimes when you braid it and it's not acting right, just to be able to make it act right. This is my method, my easy, quick method. So basically, y'all, I'm actually done. I'm just keep on making sure everything just laying correctly. Again, I'm just holding and threading, that's all. And you guys, soon I will be coming out with my headbands, because I have, because I'll be making homemade headbands. I have got my sewing machine and all that good stuff. And another thing, y'all guys, I forgot to tell you that I got a website coming out. It's especially for people, you know, like say for instance, you know how you buy products and you never use them. They just sit down at the bottom of your cabinet or the top or wherever you store them. I'm going to have a website that you're basically going to be able to recycle with different members. Y'all can either trade, or you can sell your product for a little fee. Basically what I do, just take a look at my website. You can be able to take a look at it. My website is Recycled Hair Care Products and Extensions. I will put the website somewhere around in the corner so you can be able to see it. And I am doing extensions also. So it's going to be a pretty good website, I think. But if y'all will please go ahead and take a look at it, because I think you guys will love it. And it'll be best because you won't keep wasting money. You can be able to trade with different people for their products. Maybe it's some product that you wanted. You can be able to trade with them. So basically, your trash can become their treasure. So again, I'm done, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and just tie off the actual I'm gonna go ahead and tie it off. And then once I tie it off, again, you guys, what I told you, do not cut the string short, because you want to be able to kind of hide it. If I was y'all, I would probably like cut the string probably like about like right there. And when I do it again at the end, either you can tie it at the end, or you can put your weave glue on it. I always put weave glue on it because it just, like, to me, it look better and it's like it just lay better. So again, I just want to show you guys how to retouch up and fix some cornrows that was bended up or something, or gapped apart. Everybody, if you please would rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll speak with you guys later. Bye.